Good afternoon, guys. I hope you guys are all doing well on this fine afternoon. You guys are keeping safe and you're sanitizing and doing the most to prevent coronavirus. I really hope that you guys are being productive and stuff when it comes to studies as well. And I really do wish you guys everything of the best when it comes to all of that. For now, I just want to let you guys know that I want to give you a few tips on goal setting. However, before we start with that topic, I just would like to introduce myself once again. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kadir. I'm a matric accounting tutor at Gift of the Educators, and I've been there for a few months now, I guess. And it's been a good experience interacting with people and stuff. I just want to make a small video on goal setting and why is it important in every aspect of goal setting. So I'm gonna try and keep this video as short as possible, so that everybody doesn't get too bored. Normally I like to crack small jokes in between, but it's time to work, so let's be serious. But yeah, so I wanted to speak to you guys about goal setting today. If you guys can remember correctly, a few weeks ago we had a live stream on how to study skills, different ways to study, the different types of people and how they study, and mindset, and all of those things. But today I just want to focus on goal setting and why is it impossible? Why is it possible to use goals to your advantage, goal setting to your advantage, and understand that sometimes goals is what you need to do, and it's kind of a missing piece. Um, I'm not gonna talk to you too much about researched information because that's gonna bore you. I'm gonna give you a little more um, insight on my personal experiences when it comes to goal setting and various other aspects of studies. Okay, so I know you guys learned about goal setting in LO and the definitions and stuff, but I want you guys to think of it in a relatively different way. Instead of reading a meaning, I need you guys to ask yourself, what does goal setting mean to you? And I will also tell you guys what goal setting means to me as well. So when it comes to goal setting, I really do feel it's what you want to achieve. Well, a goal in specific is what you want to achieve, and that's basically the simplest. I mean, that was off the top of my head. Before you can actually start getting into interactive with this topic, I want you guys to ask yourself, what does goal setting mean to you, and how do you guys approach your goals and how do you set them? Okay, so goal setting for me is having an idea of what I want to achieve and various ways in which I can achieve it. And that's what's important. So that's basically what goal setting is. And you guys, there's various other different opinions of what goal setting is, and I'm not saying they are incorrect. It's just how you view them, and I just want to give you guys more insight and build on your knowledge that you have so far. Think of it as a movie, I guess. And I mean, reading from a textbook and watching a YouTube video or movie is way more better, because I feel people prefer to listen and understand rather than put in more effort in reading. Don't get me wrong, there are different people and different types of learning, but me personally, I prefer to listen to something, and that's the way I take in more information. Okay, so I want to start off with the importance of goal setting. It might not be or look like an important aspect, but it is really important, and I will give you a few personal experiences from my first year as well, and hopefully you guys can understand why I'm saying the things I am saying. Okay, so the importance of goal setting, I've broken them down into five components, six actually, six components in which we can look at them, and you guys can interpret it in your own ways as well and understand it in different ways. But as long as you get the principle, that would be the main aim. Okay, so a goal for number one helps you or allows you to focus. What I mean by that is, once you have something in your mind, you focus on it. Let's say, let me give you guys an example. If you guys are invited for a party and you're really excited, will that leave your mind at any point in time? Like for longer periods, you always remember that, hey, I got a party to go to on Saturday or Sunday. Okay, not in these restrictions though, just be safe. But in the past, I guess. And yeah, that would be constantly in your mind. And think of a goal in that same perspective. If you have a goal constantly in your mind, you're going to achieve it. So what I'm trying to say is, it makes you focus in such a way that it helps you and it enhances your ability to achieve something if you have a goal. If you don't have a goal, or it's unrealistic or whatever, it's going to be really difficult to actually focus, because your mind can deviate really easily. And I have experiences as well, that I will leave the experiences for the end. I would just like to give you guys some content and concepts that I think is important from my personal experiences as well, and all of these concepts relate to my personal experiences. So a goal also allows you to monitor your progress. So what I mean by that is that if you have a goal, you can monitor it by understanding how far away are you from that goal. Is it due to other constraints like time or whatever? But once you have a goal, you can monitor how well you go about achieving that goal, and that is how you see your progress and what you're lacking. And there is various steps that are really universal. It can work for anything. So it's like, get a plan and carry out the plan, and then check end result, and then go back and basically take corrective measures. That's the word I was looking for. So that's what I mean by it helps you monitor your progress. And I do feel that you guys really do take things like this for granted, and I did too. So I'm also in the same boat, but as time goes on, you realize more and more of why goals are really important. A goal helps you to be motivated. If you have something in your mind, you're going to be motivated to do it. I'm going to give you another example, because I feel that examples explain concepts really well. So think of it like this. You have work, right? And in the evening you have to go to a party. If you don't finish your work, you can't go to the party. So you have various goals to achieve the work that you're supposed to do before you can go. And the same with the goal. If you have a goal, you'll be motivated to do it in the same way that you'd be motivated to go to you would be motivated to go to the party and basically finish your work before that. So that's basically a goal and how you can be motivated in that sense. And I do understand that sometimes motivation does lack, but I'll get into other ways in which you can keep your goals in front of you and always look at them and be motivated. Okay, a goal beats procrastination. If I say I'm going to finish section A and B in this time, it makes you want to achieve it, because for me personally, it feels like if I don't achieve it, I let myself down, and that's not the right way to go. With the goal, it also links to you can achieve more. So if you do stick to your plan or your goal or action or other means of how you refer to it, you can achieve more. So it's pointless me busy with work and I have no goal. I'm gonna take a break, play with my phone. But if you have a goal, you'll be able to carry out what you need to do. So, and that in that way you achieve more. A goal is basically more of an end product with various milestones in between. So, a goal is the ultimate thing that you want to achieve, and the milestones leading up to that must also be taken into account to keep you motivated. So, you can achieve and determine what you want in your life with a goal, and without the various steps taken, you cannot achieve it. Okay, so it's basically helps in the long run. You won't see the results at first instance, but over time you will understand that goals are important, and as time does progress, we are able to understand things better and understand why goals are important. There are things that are also important, like motivation and discipline and stuff, but having the basis, which is a goal, would bring all of that into a building. Because if you look at it, a goal is the foundation and the walls is the discipline and motivation and stuff. And that's basically the concept that I wanted to speak to you about. However, I do want to give you guys a few personal experiences as well from my first year. So in first year, the start of the year, I was really motivated to do everything. In every, you meet your lecturers, even in school, you meet your teachers, they give you these pep talks in every class that you go to, and you get really motivated. But along the line, it was their words and you didn't have your own goal. So with me, what happened was I went through the whole of first year not knowing what my goal was. So I was basically just there for passing. And in the start of this year, I started to take more cognizance of what the lecturer said in that first pep talk. And I actually came home and I sat and I thought, what are my goals? What do I want to achieve? Why am I doing this degree? And from there, I've had goals, and that's what's been keeping me going through this lockdown as well. Because lockdown does get really, really difficult. And sometimes you just need the motivation and the willpower to keep on, and without goals, those aren't possible. Goals are what keep you going, and if you are able to set goals, you'll be able to overcome any obstacle. Look at online learning at this moment. We all have goals that we want to pass it, but we need to be able to back those goals up. We can't have goals without plans. So I do feel that the goals have kept me going till now, making it into my second semester of second year, and it will continue to keep me going till I graduate by the grace of God. So I want to also go through other aspects about goal setting, and I might deviate a bit, but it's all linked in some way. Okay, so with a goal, you need to stay consistent to actually achieve it. I can have a goal but not be consistent, and nothing's gonna happen, because if I don't do it, no one else will, because it matters to me personally, and it's what I want, not what anyone else wants. So I need to be able to be consistent to achieve those goals. Okay, and there's a few tips that I mentioned that we would get back to, and now is the time. So I want you guys to put goals, maybe short, medium, long term. Don't think of it as an exercise, think of it as a building block in your life. People always think that these exercises are pointless, but as time goes on, you understand that they are of a major importance in life. So your short-term goals, where do you want to be at the end of the year? Or so if you want to pass second year, basically put things on a vision board and a dream board, and put short-term goals to pass the second year, or in your case matric, or grade 11 or grade 10, or whatever the case may be. And from there, that would basically be a short-term goal. And it could even be within a week for your short-term goals. It could be you want to wash your car, or you want to wash your shoes, or read a book. Those are also goals, and those are what contributes to the main concept at the end. So goals and milestones are linked as well, so I might use them interchangeably as well. So it makes more sense if you use them interchangeably, but they do have their separate meanings, and it's sometimes better to understand them. But for this video, I guess I will be able to interchange them, because for me, words are just sometimes of the mind. But anyway, yeah, so use your short-term goals, your milestones, and everything. Put it up on a vision board, and that keeps you motivated, as well as medium and long term. So I can give you guys a medium term goal of mine, which would be to graduate by the end of next year, and a long term goal would be to become a chartered accountant. So those things are what matter and what you should put on a dream board, and that's in the end that is what you need to achieve. And as time goes on, you have to change your goals constantly once you achieve them, because once you achieve something, you need to be hungry for success, if that makes sense, and that's what's important. A good technique to set goals is the SMART technique. I'm sure you guys heard of this technique a lot in LO, and if you think of it logically, it does make a lot of sense on the SMART goal and the basic understanding of it, because without those aspects, you won't have a perfect goal. The S in SMART stands for specific. So if you don't have something specific, you're not going to be able to achieve it. If it's really broad, it's gonna be like unable to achieve because you don't know what you actually want. The M stands for measurable. In what time period do you want to achieve it? So basically short, medium, and long term. The A is attainable or achievable. So can you achieve it? Is it something that you can live up to? And that basically brings us to the next letter, which is realistic. Is it realistic for you to live up to that attainable end product? And you need to look at yourself before you make or you set goals, because not everyone is the same and everybody has their own downfalls and weaknesses as well. So do I. So when I set goals, it has to be personal, basically. So that's what I mean by achievable and realistic. It mustn't be realistic to anyone else but yourself, and it must be timely. There must be a time period or deadline or something of time, because if you don't have a time period, you keep on procrastinating until it's maybe even too late. But that's just the way I see it. And you guys can also use other methods to set goals that is tailor-made for yourself, but the most universal one is the SMART goals. And yeah, I guess that's the way in which we can set goals and we can basically better ourselves. All these things that are being said is not for my own benefit as well, it's for you guys. So anything, I just want to leave you guys with a little bit of food for thought. Anything that you guys do in life, whether it's doing something or going somewhere, it's for yourself and not anyone else. Think of it like this: your goals are for yourself, your studies are for yourself. Yes, you do want to make your parents proud, I do understand that, but it's basically for yourself. If you look at it logically, everything that you do is for yourself, but sometimes the outcomes could be related to other people, but what you do is for yourself. Your studies are for yourself, your work is for yourself, and any other aspect that you would like to look at it. And I just want to also say that no matter what, don't give up. I know you guys heard this a lot since the start of lockdown, but sometimes it's nice to be reminded of in a normal way. And think of the words and make it personal to you. I said this in the live stream that was done a few weeks ago as well. Make something personal to you. Do not think of it as universal for everyone else, because it's your life, it's your goals, it's your motivation, it's what you want to achieve. And you do have support structures that could help you achieve those goals, but it's ultimately for yourself. I have spoken a lot about goals as well as other aspects, and I really do hope this goal setting video helps, and also the other things that I've spoken about helps and gives you a new perspective on the various things. And I really do hope you guys enjoy this and it wasn't a waste of time, because even if you guys take away one idea or concept, it's still something, and it's something to be proud about. Because like I said, not everyone is the same. Some people can take a lot of things away from this, and some will take a few, but nevertheless it doesn't make a difference, because everyone is different and you need to do it for yourself. That's the point I'm trying to make, and I hope everybody has a good afternoon and enjoy the rest of their day, and be safe, sanitize wherever you go, sanitize, and just keep a mindset that we're going to make it through this, because nothing lasts forever, and in the end things will go back to the way they was, normal, and we need to be prepared for it. Be a go-getter and get what you want. Thank you guys.